Good morning, everyone. I thought I would show you some differences in these Uzi barrels. The barrel here and the unfinished or the in the white barrel here are both 10-inch barrels for the Uzi, and then this one here is the 8.5-inch FBI barrel here. So I want to show you a few differences in these barrels. So we'll start, this end here is the part that sticks out of the gun, right here. That one's threaded. That one just barely sticks out of the gun. These sticks out a couple inches out of the gun here. And you'll notice all three of them have when you slide it into the gun, it has like a D ring right here. And so this flat right here that's cut off will turn down when you slide it into the barrel, and that seats it into the barrel, and you know that the barrel is seated into the gun whenever you put your locking nut on the end of it. So, okay, now let me get these switched around here for you. Okay, the two that's finished are full auto barrels. And I'll show you how you can know the difference. When you're building your gun and you're wondering if the barrel is for a semi only or for a full auto. A semi only barrel, the one in the white is a semi only barrel. You're going to notice right off the bat, the end, okay, you're sticking it into the gun. So this part right here is the part that's in the gun right here. This is the part that's inside the gun. Okay, where the feed ramp inside the gun goes, a semi-auto will have a tapered down end on it. Like this right here, how this is tapered down. You see how they mill that? And a full auto will not have that. Where the feed ramp is right here at the end, semi-auto, full auto does not have the tapered down end. Okay, and you can see this one is the same. It's not tapered down. It's full auto. Okay, and another thing you're going to notice is this part where the trunnion is in the front of your gun on the inside. On a full auto, they'll have these two where they have like a ring. It's enlarged. You can see this is when it's sticking in the gun. This is at the front of the trunnion inside. This is at the rear of the trunnion, and that's what holds this barrel steady and keeps it from wobbling around when it's actually working, because it needs something to support it inside to keep it good and stiff. So whenever the gun's firing, the barrel's not moving around. And that's what these two inside the trunnion does. They fit inside the trunnion good and tight, and that keeps the barrel from moving around. Now on a semi, it's just a little different. You do have an enlarged ring on the barrel at the front of the trunnion right here, and then what keeps it from wobbling around at the back is right here. There is a ring. It's actually the feed ramp and then a ring that goes around the barrel right here. So if you see, I don't have one out, but if you have a feed ramp that has a round milled around where it slides up onto the end of the barrel like that, that feed ramp is for a semi-automatic. And that's what holds this barrel stiff and rigid when it's firing, is the feed ramp has a ring that goes around the barrel here, and then right here is the front of the trunnion, and that's what holds it good and tight on a semi-automatic. Both of these are full autos, so the feed ramp sometimes they're stamped, sometimes they're milled on a full auto, but the feed ramp is not attached to the barrel. It's just right here in the front of the barrel, and then your clip will be right here, your magazine, and then it feeds from the magazine up the feed ramp into the barrel and then ejects out. Same for the semi-automatic, but the feed ramp has that ring that goes around the semi-automatic barrel right here, and so whenever the bullet comes up, it does the very same thing, right up the feed ramp, goes right into the barrel, and then ejects out. So there's another difference that you'll find. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well, but if you look at the end of those barrels, they're both 9 millimeters, but the full auto is tapered, where the semi-auto does not have that taper. And what that taper does on the full auto right here is it just helps it feed into the barrel without it jamming quite so much, where the feed ramp that's attached, well, it goes around. It's not actually attached. It just goes around to hold the semi-auto in place. That feed ramp does the same thing for this semi-auto barrel that the taper on the full auto does. So don't get them mixed up when you're building a semi-automatic gun, because you cannot use a semi-automatic barrel in a full auto gun. And I am not sure, you may be able to use a full auto in a semi. I'm not sure about that, but the problem is the barrel itself with these trunnions will not fit into the trunnion for a semi-auto. If it's a semi-auto trunnion, this barrel will not fit, because this right here, this ring, will cause it to jam up, and then you're not going to have the slot cut like the semi-auto to put your feed ramp for the semi-auto. It's kind of early this morning, but anyway, this one is just, it's the same thing. You can see right here, front and back of the trunnion, the barrel, I don't know if you can see that real well, has the little taper to help slide that barrel in, and of course it's threaded on the end. But this is that 8.5 inch FBI barrel. You can see this part, they're all basically the same length. The only difference is the part that sticks out of the gun is a little different. This is threaded, so you can put a suppressor or whatever on it. And this is just a standard barrel size right here. This is a standard regular Uzi barrel right here. Now, they do make a 16-inch barrel that goes into the Uzi for like the semi-auto. The only difference is from right here at this D-ring, where that slot's cut right there, from right here out of the gun, the barrel will be a lot longer. And that's the difference between the 10-inch and the 16-inch. Just this part right here will be longer. Everything else will be the same on the barrel. So anyway, I thought I would show you that if you're out looking for an Uzi barrel and kind of undecided about which one to buy. Maybe this will help some. Check you later.